Hello everyone, my name is Ty and I am so excited to play this game. This is a new game out on Steam called towntocity. This game is in early access, as you can see in the top right corner, and it is absolutely beautiful and I'm so excited to play this game with you guys. I am starting up my YouTube journey once again and I really hope that everyone can enjoy me playing games. I'm going to be playing a lot of games like this, but I'm going to be doing a lot of series. And I'm so excited. So we're going to start our towntocity series. I don't know how long we're going to make it, but I am excited. We're going to do a campaign mode for this game so that we can really explore what this game has to offer. I mean, just look at how beautiful this game is right out the bat.
What if you could do it your way? How would you design your perfect place? From bakery.
This game is 10% off right now on Steam, so while you have the chance, you should go get it.
Let's leave to start a new community. Somewhere green, somewhere nice. Others will surely follow when they hear of it. Well, you'll have to roll up your sleeves first, but with a bit of effort and an eye for planning, you'll soon develop this spot of land from countryside to town, and from town to city.
Isn't that just amazing? Like, just that cutscene in the beginning is just absolutely well done. I'm so excited. So this game, you can build up to a big city, but it is like a... How do I put this? It's in the past, so you're not going to get any futuristic, but this game has such a wonderful attention to detail, and you can really spend a lot of time decorating everything. So this is going... I've seen a little bit of this game, so I kind of know how to play. This is going to just yell at me and tell me how to play because obviously I haven't played it on my own account before. But it does want me to build 3 houses and connect them to the station with a road, and so we're going to do that. These houses like can be placed anywhere. That's not really a big issue. We can rotate in steps. We can rotate freely with the left mouse button, and we can cycle our variations. So we can see that we have 5 different colors, and we can also turn this randomize, which I'm going to do because that will be so awesome. I think that I would like to have my houses start probably over here. I think that having them near we can use some trees to block them off. And I don't think it would be an issue. And so you can see that these houses are going to build right away. And the cool thing about this game is you can move these houses whenever you want. And so it's actually kind of amazing. You can see right here in the bottom right, the move building tool. So if I didn't like that placement, I can move it. And it's just so wonderful. And we have 3 houses in a line. I'm not going to do that because I kind of want a more organic flavor to this. I want it to feel like we're kind of following this contour, and we can have, some fun. We're going to build a path, so we can choose the road type and the brush size and stuff here. So we're going to start with, I think I want to start with the brick road. We're going to just make this organic. There is a line tool, so the square brush, and you can do the line tool so you can like make really precise roads. But I like the idea of like doing this organic kind of deal with the road because you can kind of imagine, you're back. I don't actually like how I did that. But I doubt back in the day they were perfect roads, right? Like no one was sitting there measuring everything. And so I think this will be absolutely beautiful to do. We're going to give them... I didn't want to make them directly up against. So this is what we're going to do. And then we'll come back over it with this just so we can get this back. And see what I mean about the detail of this game? It is like absolutely stunning. And so we're going to get our first people in here. They're going to arrive on train and This game has a voxel style vibe. That's the art style. I absolutely love this. It is like so nice because it is so detailed, but also pretty abstract in a way. So now that this family's here, we can actually assign them a home. So we can click on them. Some people will have different requests if they need to. And as you can see here, the family's been given a home. We can open the resident information by doing it. There's decoration points. So, you know, the more you're able to decorate your homes and around them, the more happiness there is. So we can provide them with a lot of happiness. So now it's asking me to place some food stalls. This is important, obviously, because our population needs food. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a plaza by the water. And so I'm kind of going to rotate this so that we can relax by the water here. We're going to follow the contour lines a little bit. And I think that this will work. We're going to put some plaza here. We're going to make this larger. I think I want to make this rounded. I think I want to follow the contour line almost. I think it would be really cool. And then if we hold shift, we can immediately like remove and chop away if we don't like something, which is just amazing. So there's that. I'm going to connect our road to this in kind of an organic way. I want to bring this road around just like that. I think actually I'm gonna steal this part back. And there we are. So the homes have a little bit of access. I'm going to do one of these puppies and one of these puppies, just to widen that center portion there. Let's close this. Let's get out of this. Let's assign our wonderful people their homes. And then we can continue to place down our stalls. See, it's yelling at me now to place them closer to the house. I'm not... Just to get around this, I'm going to place them here for now, just so it doesn't yell at me, but eventually we can move them around and add more. Now this gets to the fun part where we get to hire labor, so we're going to click on these and add some labor to this. Now the thing is we also need to put a warehouse down. They need to be able to get to these places. So this is going to tell me here that we have a warehouse. Each worker increases the amount of citizens that can be serviced. So there is a demand and a production, and we have to meet both of those things, right? So now that we have this set up, we can now put our warehouse in, which is going to be great. We're going to hook this up with our sand path once again. And it's just going to be a lovely building. We do have to assign workers to this. And now we can serve. Now, obviously, we have 67% happiness. That's what it's saying. And then we get daily income from these houses. And there's a decoration score. And so we can decorate things. As you can see, I'm opening up so many decorations. And this is where the game really shines, right? Like, we can come in here and place these trees and really just have this moment to decorate things however we want. We can place benches and we can place street lights. So much can be done And so we're gonna do this. Now, like I said, some residents have requests, so they like whenever you meet their requests. So some people request like more light. Some people will request more decorations and more bushes. It really just depends. And so this game doesn't like make you spend too much money on these decorations. As you can see, we have a cap of $4,000. It kind of almost seems like though you'll never reach that, and that's the cool part. And so we even have fences here, so we can go, you know, like this, and just look at that. And we can just continue to just put these fences in, and we can even make parks, and we can make just so many beautiful things. We can put a wooden slide back here if we want to pretend like that people are playing back here. Something I'd like to do is randomize this variation of tree, and then I want to place a bunch of trees here to kind of act as that sound barrier, just to make it ever so slightly more cozy. And this will give us a lot of decoration points when we hit those houses, so it's kind of dual nature. And so there we are. We have a nice little neighborhood. We have a bunch of trees and a lot of decorations. There is decoration points for this warehouse because that gives the workers happiness. And so you also have to make sure that you're paying attention to that, right? So we're going to add some decorations to this warehouse. Make sure it's just ever so slightly more. And isn't that just amazing? So now we just like decorated, and it's just so awesome. Now we can hover over our happiness to see our breakdown. So people only arrive at the station if total happiness is of 60% or above, and then they'll keep moving in. If it's below 50%, then they're going to start to leave. So we want to make sure that we keep our happiness high. And so now we can start expanding. We can add more houses. We can assign families. I'm going to add some even more wooden benches here. I think that it'd be really awesome to have some benches just facing the water here. This is going to be like our plaza. And so as we open more shops and stuff, I'd like people to be able to just come here and like just get everything they need in one spot. I would like to put some trees, as always. The trees never fail or disappoint. They are just wonderful. And we even have stuff, you know, like the arches and the stone walls. And the stone walls I'm so excited to start messing around with a little bit. So we're going to put some lights here. I think it's important for a plaza to be pretty well lit, so I'm going to light this up. So that's our plaza for now. We can always come back to it and expand it a little bit, but I want to add some more homes. I'm going to add homes like right across the street from the other ones. I think we can create kind of like a neighborhood here. I don't want this to snap to the path because I kind of like setting them back a little bit so that I can add bushes and trees in front of them. And you'll start to see that we'll eventually unlock the ability to do research, which will then allow us to unlock more stuff. And that's the awesome part, right? We get to do stuff slowly, and this game loves you to take your time. So we're gonna just do that. So now we have 2 more homes, and I want to assign these families to these homes, and they just want regular houses, so we're good to go. We can start to decorate these homes a little bit. We can make them nice. We can add some stuff. We're gonna add some bushes. We're gonna add a tree. I think I want a thinner tree here. And actually, I don't like that, so we're gonna move that. And that's the amazing thing. And I actually don't like how close these houses are. So I'm going to also move this just ever so slightly more so that we can do something a little different. And I think we're going to put that there. I would like to have maybe some bushes or... Oh, there we go. I think having this skinny tree here will make it much better. And then we can have like one of those. So just like that, like it just feels a little bit more homey over here. And we have this neighborhood and they have the market they can go to. And something that I want to do also is bring this brick road, and I just want to kind of bring it over here and match it up. And that way we can now kind of start to turn this space into like a little park. So we're gonna grab some stone fences, but we're gonna put our entrance first, and I'd like to put it here. And then we're just gonna grab our stone fence, and we're just gonna go right around here. And just like that, we have a little park area, and we can make it like with dirt, and then we can turn off the draw existing paths with R. You can see by the eraser, and so this will just paint dirt right under the path there, so that we can then, you know, put stuff in here. I'm just gonna put probably a few benches. We'll unlock more decorations later, so then maybe we can end up putting a fountain here and just really get down and dirty with it. And I just think this corner is really great for some bushes. I would definitely like to put a tree here. And then we can put a well right in the center. And I think that just really gives like a little bit of a vibe to the middle here. And then we have kind of this path, because, you know, humans in real life like to take the most direct path. So if we make this, then they're going to take that instead of this. And I just think it's so wonderful. Higher population density decreases the residents' overall happiness. So we can make parks and open spaces and research. And so now it's time for the research center. This is a beautiful building. I kind of like the idea of it being somewhere where it kind of gives power to it almost. And I think that right here would be just amazing. And then we can go ahead and extend this brick road just organically over here. And then we're going to add our sand path right underneath. And so now we have, as we come through the city, you can just see it down the center. And I think that's just so cool. And I think it would be a really cool vibe there. Eventually, I'm going to probably add a road around here and kind of make this a city block, maybe with a walk, like an alleyway in between. You know, I think it would just be awesome. We're going to add a worker here. We can add a bunch of workers. So I think we're going to add 5. We only have 20 workers, but that gives, you know, a little bit more to us. And so we can open the research menu. And here we go. This is where we can unlock so much stuff. So we got the fish stall now. This is what I'm excited for. I can't wait to get enough to get the decorate buildings, because you'll be able to see what we can do. So now we're looking for 50 or more, and we can upgrade the city. So we're going to place... No, not that. We want the food stall. This. We want the fish stall. That's what we want. And I just love the attention to detail with this game. I think it's just awesome how we can rotate, and to change it is to click. I'm going to do this so that there's like a center point to come in and like the side portions. Maybe we can put one more stall when we open that stall. Oh, I didn't. I want to add a labor now. So now we have more food and more happiness. And so this is where, like I said, I'm going to add some brick here. And I kind of want to come this way. And I just think that this will be the way we want to do it. I don't want to go. Just see how wonderful the game is. You can just do little stuff like that, and it just makes it like so much better. And so we can add our houses. These are really close together, so this isn't exactly what I wanted. So we're going to actually come back and redo this path because I don't want the houses to be that close together. I'm going to leave part of this, and we're going to place the houses first. Sometimes it's easier just to place the houses first. And I just want like this, I think. And we're just going to rotate these houses as we go along. I think that'd be so cool. I'm experimenting here. That's the great thing about this game, is we can just experiment with whatever. And so we're gonna do this, and we're gonna round this out, fix this a little bit. And then we're gonna still come off this way. I want to come a little bit closer there. And now we can do the sand. And then I want to do just a nice dirt path through here. And that'll be really awesome. And maybe we can even make it come out just a little bit there. We're going to research because we are now at 125. We're going to do the decorate buildings, and see, you could put stuff on buildings, and that's just awesome. And we're going to do some flower and plants. Make that go in. And we'll get these people in here, which is no problem at all. Now you can see we start to need more workers because we have more people, and so this is super important. And see, warehouse can't transport to this building because we just don't have enough workers, and so that's where we have that demand that we have to meet. But I absolutely love how much you can get detailed with this game. So we can put this big wooden arch here, and we can just go to town with like wooden fences, and I just think that this is awesome. And so we can do just some cool stuff like this. And you can really get lost in this game. This game is just magnificent. It is like every city builder's dream. You know, everyone plays City Skylines 3 and they always just add so many mods to it because they want the ability to edit so much, and they want to get like this fine tooth and comb detail. But this game just combines the city builder with the practicalness if you really want the actual city building, you know, traditional stuff. I like using these benches. These benches are a lot nicer to me than the other ones, and so we're just going to continue to use this. Now we got this small plant, which is just wonderful. It's like a little potted plant. We're going to put a tree right here. We're going to grab like one of these. I really like these trees. And we're just going to randomize these flowers a little bit, and like we can create just little gardens It's just amazing. And look, you can put stuff on walls. So you can literally sit here and I can go, I want just flowers going down this wall. Just like organic flowers. You can put a wooden bench up here. So we can do that. We can put a lamp right here. Like, this is how this game is. You can put flowers on the windows. I mean, it is just amazing what you can do. Like, we can put one here or here. And just look at how much that house just pops. And eventually we can get upgrades and upgrade the house and that kind of stuff. And that will be just amazing. We're going to bring one of these here. I just think that will be amazing. We have one more house left. And as you can just see, our city is just slowly expanding, and we can start to expand over here and really get in there. We want to have a population of 50 or higher, but we're going to keep researching some stuff. So I want trees and bushes too. I want to be able to put like small bushes, and as you can see, we have large trees now and medium trees. And so like this is massive, as you can see. And so we can just really get into like a massive tree. And I can put one right here. And I just think that that's so cool that we can just start to build this hierarchy, and you can kind of get really creative. We can do different types of these trees. So we can just really forestify this area if we wanted to. And then we have like our bushes, and our bushes just come in so many different sizes, and so we can just put bushes around this house. And all of this provides happiness. So we can see we have like 207 decoration points, so we have 23% extra happiness just by putting some bushes and whatnot. And like that is just the amazing part of this. Like this, I can spend all day in this game and get lost. It's just absolutely wonderful. But with that, I feel like we reached a good stopping point. We have 28 citizens. We have 89% happiness. We have a plaza over here and our research center. And in the next part, we can really start to fill out some more houses and reach that next milestone. And then you'll just get to see some of the more amazing stuff that we can unlock. I hope you enjoyed this video and come back and watch more.